I'm back, and we're going to talk about another movie that I dislike, Prometheus. I'll give you two major reasons why I dislike this movie. With the last one I talked about, something about tone. It's not about tone with this one. What's wrong with this movie is it's a confused film. Half this movie is trying to be a sci-fi film. The other half is trying to be the good old-fashioned horror flick. It was like somewhere down the line, somebody wrote a script for one movie, and they said, "Hey man, can you put some aliens in this?" And the guy said, "You know what? I can." Because that's just how it feels. This movie could have been a lot better than what it was. When I saw it, the ideas they were trying to initiate sounded pretty cool. Now, mind you, all the previews are pointing towards this is an alien movie. You kind of think to yourself, well, that's what it is. Let's you have certain things you're expecting, and I was like, I expect this. And what I got was one of those movies where you sit there and say, this makes no sense on so many levels. And that's why I want to go back to the confused thing, because I was like, watching that movie, I thought, okay, it's a horror film or is it a sci-fi film? It needs to decide because halfway through the movie, it's like it just shifted gears from this is a sci-fi movie about trying to find out more about life and where life from Earth came from to a film where we're just like, okay, kill somebody here, somebody dies randomly here, this person did some shit that makes no sense here, and this is the movie. It was strange. It was really one of the movies where I sat there and said, "What the hell happened?" It was like somebody read the script and just said, "Put this here, kill this guy over here," and he did something stupid. He's gonna die. I mean, he's supposed to be like the most brilliant people on Earth, going in space trying to figure out what happened or why our ancestors point to the stars, so there's supposed to be answers there, and we get this amazing piece of garbage. Now, to help emphasize what I'm talking about, while watching this movie, count how many times they make decisions that make no sense. One of the biggest things I saw that made no sense was that they first arrived on the moon, the weirdest place they went to. When they arrive on this, asteroid, moon, whatever, they go into the temple area or go into the structure where they think everything's coming at. Walk inside there, and one of the astronauts slash scientists decides, you know what, man, the air is breathable. Let me take my mask off. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, why would you take your mask off? Why would you take your mask off? To give you a perfect example, what I'm talking about is this. In Buffalo, New York, there's water. There's Lake Erie. Lake Erie is there. It looks like water, feels like water, but guess what? You don't drink it. Why? Because you know it's not good. You know you'll get sick from it. So why would you go to another planet and take your helmet off in the atmosphere you've never been in? Especially if you have breathable oxygen in your suit. So right there, I'm like, this makes no sense. And then after he does it, all the other dumbasses do it too? Hell no. Man, I ain't lying. If I was in that movie, he would have been in decontamination for the rest of the film. He would be like, yeah, guys, take your helmets off. Like, yeah, fuck you, motherfucker. We don't know what's down there. You don't know what's down there in that area. And that goes to another point of, like, what the hell was that? If you watch the movie, when they first go down into the temple, they drop these things supposed to map out the whole temple. Now, the map is being mapped out for them as well as the ship. How do these two guys get lost? How do you get lost when you the ones who were making the freaking map? I was blown away. I was like, are they really this stupid? Are they really that lost? They couldn't have been confused. It wasn't like there was 30 doors going to 30 different places. It was a fucking tube. And they got lost. And then when they got lost, it's like no one ever really looked for them. So, storm came. We got to wait till the morning to pick them up. I was like, this doesn't make sense. The film just didn't make sense on so many different levels. And like I said, there's so many times they just threw in an alien or a monster just to throw in those cheap scares, those cheap little moments where you say, oh man, it's like aliens, but not. It was horrible. And like I said, as I watched more and more of the movie, it was just like they threw in more and more shit that didn't make sense. Like when the guy was hiding on the ship, the guy who actually ran the whole thing, I was like, why would you hide on your own ship? You're financing it. What the fuck is your point of hiding? I would just say I'm going because I paid for it. That was like another not so brilliant part to the script. And that's why I said when I saw this movie, I was like, man, this movie sucked. And a lot of people defend it. Some people defend this to the end. They say, oh, it's so deep. It made me think so much. What did it make you think about? Because it didn't make me think about nothing. Because I watched it, and the questions they asked in the beginning of the movie were like blatantly ignored halfway through. Like, we're not going to ask about those questions. We're not trying to figure out anything. And it was just like, it was insane. Like, the other part of the movie I thought was stupid is this. You find a severed head and you bring it to your ship. I'm like, why would you branch this ship? I mean, if it had severed, it's severed for a reason. You don't know what kind of diseases, you don't know what kind of spores or anything is on that thing's biology, and you're just gonna bring it to your ship? Nah. And then told we can make it come back to life. I was like, even more dumbness. That's why I sat there and said this was a bad movie. It was a bad movie, and people don't like to admit that. People want to sit there and tell you, oh, it was great, it was great, it was so fantastic. That movie sucked. And it sucked because it was poorly written. Great cast, poorly written movie. Great director, poorly written movie. And that's why I was so stunned. Like, I mean, I love Ridley Scott. Gladiator, Thelma and Louise, the original Alien. He's done so many good films that when I saw this, I was like, how the hell did you think this was a good movie? Did you read the script? Or did you just give you a script and say, hey, man, you gotta make this, man. If you want to make your money this week, make this movie. That's why if I had to give Prometheus a rating, I would give it the finger. That's right. I would give it a hard one. I don't like that movie. Let's leave it at that. Peace out.